Hi everyone, Brittany here at First Lane Gardens, and today is March 30th. It's been about 5 months since we've been on our property, and I wanted to do a little tour to update you on what we've been doing here on our land. To give you guys reference, so it's March 30th. We should have our last frost in the next 1 to 2 weeks, so just keep that in mind as you're looking out at the garden. We're beginning in our spare bedroom, and this is where we've had the plants, our seedlings, inside. When it's cold outside, we just built this table out of old pallets, and we have just one light fixture. And all the plants are outside right now because it's really warm, but this is where we're keeping them when it gets cold. So here are my seedlings outside, enjoying the warmth. And I mostly have flats of. This is a tray of greens. It's burdock, which I'm excited about. Then this is sorrel and lettuce. Here's some more herbs. And my tomatoes that I just started. I'm really late on that, but that's okay. More herbs. And then basil. We actually dumpster dive this rack here. And when it's really, when we need to take the seedlings in and out, we can just load this up and carry the rack inside instead of carrying one tray at a time. Okay, so here's my garden space. You'll see we got the tires filled along the fence. This is just to create a buffer between our driveway and the garden so cars don't back into it. And I've started planting flowers in the tires. We put up our fence. So the bottom 1 foot of it's chicken wire, and then we have just single wires running. We still need to put the gate in right here. Okay, then into the garden. We've done polytunnels over my 30-inch bed, so we have one. And then on this bed, we just did a single row, which is adorable. So these are the plants that have been in the ground for a couple months. And they're really starting to put some growth on now that it's warming up here. So we have kales and all sorts of brassicas. My favorite lettuce right here, Sweet Valentine Romaine, is definitely the fastest out of all of them. Cilantro, lots of other plants. These I bought at the store just so we could eat some salad sooner. Then we have green onions and more kales. This bed I planted later, but I have some interesting things like Erba, Stella, Minutina, and I have a mache sowing here. Yeah, everything's growing well. Let me show you the cover crop. We still need to get gravel for along the house here. That's going to happen sometime soon. So for the cover crop here, we still have our peas. We have the Daikon Radish, and we have little clover. And that's all coming along very well. Some of the radishes are bigger in other areas of the bed. Still using the rainwater. We're going to be setting up irrigation for this space as well. Over here on Luke and Maria's garden, well, they got some cilantro. And then they have beautiful arugula crop coming in. They have this beautiful mini romaine. Let me show you what else they have. Here's some carrots coming in. Some more arugula. And you can see the beautiful little red lettuces. And then there's their seedlings there. You can see we've extended the fence all the way around. Let me come and show you the perennial space I've done. Here's Tony. Hey, Tony. Alright, so we got our blueberries in the ground. They are all starting to put off really nice growth here. So here is a pink lemonade. And it looks like they might even open flowers. So we have 2 pink lemonade blueberries. We have ambrosias. And these are like plants I got at Walmart for a couple dollars at the end of the season. So the ambrosias are coming in nice. We have a Biloxi, which is like, you can hardly see it, but it's got a green stem right there. So I'm hopeful. And this is a Misty and it's starting to put on some green growth. So we'll see what happens there. And then Rubel. And this stem's turning red, so I think it's gonna work out. And then earlier this week, we planted our other berries in the ground and started to put cardboard down over here. So here in the corner, sorry, get the camera right, we have 2 goji berries, and they are just like taking off already. Second goji berry. This one right here is a dewberry. This is a Tayberry, a Loganberry, and these berries all have about 5-foot spacing. Then we move into fig territory here. So this first fig is a little ruby, and we just planted them. They haven't started to put off new growth yet, so we'll see how it turns out. The root zone on all of them looks really good. And these figs were all kept in containers last year. This is our Olympian Fig here. We have 3 Celeste Figs that I rescued from Walmart last year. So this one, that one, and this one, and they're all about 10-foot spacing. And then the last fig, the first fig tree we ever bought right here, Ischia, we've had for a couple of years now. And yeah, it's quite a bit taller. That kind of shows you this area. So here, we're gonna just be putting cardboard down, and I'm gonna turn this entire area into like my perennial herb garden, because you can never have enough herbs. Right, now walking between the back of the house here, I can't remember if I showed you, but we have our second rainwater system set up right here. And then we have the workings of a cob oven, which we're excited about. We love making pizza and sourdough bread, so soon we'll be able to make it in a cob oven. Let's see, we finally got our garden tools hung up on the shed. We have more pallets, and here's the rest of my plants. Like, these are mostly just my mints. Lots of mint coming up around the edges here. My wild strawberries. I have a hazelnut that needs to get planted, and a pawpaw here. Then I have my strawberry collection, which will go in the gutters on the fence once we reinforce them a little bit with some wood. Our compost setup is coming along nice. We think that this first one that we started is pretty much ready to go. And we're gonna build a couple more bays using those pallets I showed you. I just added some stuff on top that I need to cover. And then to beautify our trash dump here, we have some daffodils that came up. It's been fun watching those flower. Yeah, and this coming for you trash dump. One of these days I'm gonna finish that. Finish clearing up all this wood here. Okay, and then the last little thing I want to show you guys is up here in the front. We did take up some of the branches on this Bradford pear just to make it easier to walk into the garden here. So right here along the driveway, this is where I'm going to be planting my mints, and hopefully, the driveway acts as a barrier so where it can't take over. And here in the front, I think I told you this is where I'm going to be doing my pollinator garden, all along the fence here. We've actually had a lot of flowers come up, a lot of this henbit and dandelions. And look, we actually got a bee. Hi, little bee. This is really, besides carpenter bees, this is one of the first honeybees I've seen here on our land. So I'm so happy to see her. Okay, so that is my garden tour for today. And I'm just so ready for the last frost so we can really start planting. I want to get everything in the ground, get it growing. Other things we're going to be doing soon is just like finishing up the gates on the garden. We need to keep sheet mulching the area with the berries and trees. We need to get gravel. We need more wood chips. So there's still a lot of work to be done. As always, that's part of gardening, is like just a never-ending journey of tasks and successes and failures. So yeah, that's it. I hope everybody's getting their garden ready for this spring, and I'll see you guys next time. We just finished making some sourdough bread. Check it out. Yum.